Hello, Monster Band here, and welcome back to a brand new campaign as Grombrindal, the White Dwarf. So called because he's got white hair, I guess. And he leads the Thong, the Ancestral Throng, which no doubt is quite smelly. And we start in the top left-hand corner of the map over here. Right. I mean, it's very far away from any other dwarf factions for the most part. However, we do have frozen wasteland mountain. Do we normally get frozen? I don't know. We don't like temperate or desert. And any of the rest, so that's fine. So we are the White Dwarf is a character that was actually he wasn't in the first few Dwarf Armies books. He kind of got introduced because obviously you had the magazine, which was White Dwarf, and the little icon, I'm sure it started off, it didn't start off as, but eventually it became the dwarf from Hero Quest, and then the sort of the art changed, and then they released him as his own character.
It is time.
And he's the archetype of, and it is an archetype of a Games Workshop hero who just turns up whenever there's a few, you know, he's basically Nakai. He's basically Dwarf Nakai. He just rocks up, you know, when things are bad. You got the what's the Space Marines with all the burning shit on them? Oh fuck, those guys. Legion of Damn. That's it. Legion of Damn. It's basically the same thing, right? It's an archetype. Every so often they just go, hey, how about a character who turns up when things are looking really bad and helps out? Brilliant. We've not done that one before. 8 times since. Oops. Never mind. I guess we'll just do it again. Anyway, so the White Dwarf is in fact, oh god, what's his fucking, he's Snorri something, isn't he? He's like literally he's one of the first dwarf kings. He was the king, was he the king during the War of the Beards? I think, or was he before? I can't remember. Either way, basically he and Malekith used to be BFFs. Like before Malekith became the Witch King. Like, he and the elves and dwarves were pretty good friends. They got on, and these guys got Malekith, and he got on really well. And then, of course, Malekith went a bit batshit insane. Although that turns out to be vindicated by the end times. But we won't talk about the end times, because the end times didn't happen. And so Grombrindal here was so angry that he literally came back to life to fuck Malekith up. And so that's why Grombrindal is up here, right next to Malekith, so he can get some good hard grudging in to start off with. So of course, as the dwarves, we have a bunch of new mechanics. Well, I say new mechanics. I said we've got a bunch of dwarf mechanics. The new ones were added. That was in Warhammer 2, and of course, I noticed that Grombrindal's axe actually it just leaves a furrow behind it. Never mind. And we've got runes now, which is quite fun. So we've got more rune slots, so that's quite fun. We've got the runesmiths have like runes and shit they can do, which is quite. I've called this one Little, and there's a naming theme I'm going for. See if you can work out what it is. And we're going to stick Little inside that army. Good. We've also got the Forge. This is where we can turn our Oath Gold, and assuming this is basically the Tomb King mechanic, right? So we can turn Oath Gold, which we have to build buildings to create. We get it for quests and stuff and completing grudges. And our resources, we can then use that to create new magic items, banners, including runes as well, so we can create runes, which is all very well and nice, and that's all very good. Fantastic. The other thing we have, of course, is Grombrindal has the living ancestor, which is why he's better than Ungrim and Thorgrim, because he actually has his own mechanic, which is the living ancestor, which is it's kind of like you know the Beastmen Moon thing where you get to pick a buff every so often. Same thing, basically that. And we've also, of course, got the grudges. There's the Great Book of Grudges. There we go. So we've got some grudges. These are basically quests, but if we don't complete them, then people start getting very cranky, as you can see. So we start, research goes down, control goes down, but we do get more charge bonus, and more slayers get added to our pool because, of course, we get slayers. So we've got a 5% and 10% chance to get slayers at the moment. And as grudges get worse than that, and grudges will pop up. So basically, if someone raids us, we'll get like a grudge to go and, you know, kill them, because fuck those guys, apparently. And we start off with the Drakakal Spire, There is a special building in here. It is the repurposed hold, which is going to get us. That's quite nice, but we're going to start off by grabbing a little bit of extra growth there. Our starting army is actually pretty good, with a gyrocopter with brimstone gun and the iron drakes, as well as some hammerers, crossbows. I mean, it's a generally well-rounded force, and we start off at war with the Skaven, who I believe own, like, pretty much all of this here. I think they own all of this. So I might want defences at the spire here, just to kind of, you know what, we want to build that as well, so we can get some crossbows, because I would like some crossbows. Right, well, let's go and kill these guys, the little ratties. It was the first battle of a brand new campaign. Smells like a bakery section, I guess. Thanks, Little. Interesting fact, one of my first jobs was working in the bakery section of Tesco's. I fucking hated that job for two reasons. One, it was very poorly paid, and two, there was a time when we had to make sure there was donuts on the shelves all the time. That was something that the manager was very, had to have donuts. Anyway, so I did a batch of 100 donuts, right? I did 10 packs of 10. I was like, well, that's going to hold us for at least a couple of hours. 30 seconds later, some massive fat woman comes along, and I swear to God, takes every single pack, 10 packs, 100 donuts, and just slaps them in the trolley. And then a minute later, the manager walks past and gives me an earful for not having fucking donuts on the shelves. That brutal unfairness has stuck with me for quite a while. Anyway, we've been playing a battle. So, anyway, there's Grombrindal. He's currently mashing his way through hordes of ratties. Meanwhile, the iron drakes, I do like setting things on fire. Especially living things. That's what bad managers can do to you. Meanwhile, the hammerers are doing what they do best. We've hit them with the Rune of Speed. Which means they are wailing on those Skaven spears. I mean, to be honest, the Skaven spears should be pretty easy to take down anyway. Being that they are, you know, one of the worst units in the game. And the hammerers are armor-piercing infantry. Meanwhile, we've got the Greyseer. I mean, the nice thing about having Grombrindal just, like, tank a whole bunch of Skaven is we can set fire to them without having to worry about friendly fire. So that's good. And of course, we've got the gyro bombers there. I don't really know. I've always had this issue with skirmish cavalry. Well, not skirmish cavalry, but more like skirmish monsters and chariots and stuff, is that they just never seem to do very much damage. They run out of ammunition quickly. They don't seem to do much damage. I genuinely don't really know what they're for. You know? I mean, they do have bombs, which is nice, I guess, but still. Line them up, boys. And there we go. Skaven army routes. And of course, because it's the first army you face, they'll all die anyway. No losses. And a Jade Blood Pendant. Oh, regeneration. That's really nice. Good, okay. Oh, I would like more growth control and income. Yes, please.
Our enemies shall tremble.
Yes, please. That's a really nice item. Why the fuck have they not fixed that? Really nice item to pick up right off the get-go there. Oh, we've got research as well. I am going to go... Right, so basically we've got two research trees. The top is the kind of infrastructure tree, and then the lower one is the military tree. I am going to go... nepotism. Yes.
You know who I am.
Well, yes, that's due to the nepotism, though.
Dwarfs need me.
Okay, let's get straight in here. Do I want to auto-resolve this? It says low. Do I trust it? I'm gonna trust it. Okay, that could have been worse. That could have been worse.
Aye.
Let's get on the spire. That has got more bushels.
White Dwarf.
Love a bushel. I'm going to get the shield boys because I know eventually we're going to be shooting Shoot, we're going to be fighting Dark Elves. I mean, we'll be shooting them as well. But we're definitely... God, income from trade towers, 20%. That's not actually that useful. What else do you get? Recruit rank +1. All armies faction-wide. Oh, that's pretty good. Recruit all armies faction-wide? Seriously? Holy shit nuts, Grombrindal. I mean, you can't make yourself cheaper, but your blue tree is fucking legit, mate. What else do you get? More campaign. Why not? You know, that's 30% just for Grombrindal right there, and 50% for everyone else. Melee defense when defending and armor piercing. Then we got vigor loss reduction for the entire Lord's army and wound time recovery. Ammunition for Iron Drakes, and I do like setting people on fire. So that's nice. No Fear has got a cooldown. That's our ability. We've got 5 uses of that. Makes us unbreakable for 24 seconds. Plus ups our melee defense. And then we got the Age of Vengeance, which will reduce our base weapon damage, but increase our armor piercing weapon damage. So basically just give us more armor piercing. And increase the speed of everyone as well, which makes us pretty nippy. Then we've got the Time of the Ancestors, so reduction for between each passing of the Living Ancestors event. That's fine. We've got Longbeard buffs. That seems good. We've got, what's this? Missile resistance and cannot move, so that's a little hex there. Grimnir's Rekindled Hatred for all dwarf melee infantry, which reduces melee defense, melee attack and speed for everyone. And then we get Grungy's Cold Ire, which increases for 18 seconds armor piercing, base, explosive, then all, just everything. Just makes everyone more shooty. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here. I'm not gonna lie. 15%. Okay, I'm going to get this just because it leads on to some really nice shit that I definitely want to get my little stubby hands on. Meanwhile, Lidl is going to get the Rune of Speed, like the checkouts. That's right, you can't stop them. Can you fit everything in the bag before the next thing comes? No, you can't. It's too fast. They just keep going. Conveyor belt. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about you. They're paid very minimal wages, probably, I would guess. They're just... That frozen pizza, you better be fucking ready for it, mate. I don't know, maybe Lidl does pay very well. I genuinely don't know.
How can I help?
Well, you can mooch over here. So go for the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Quite the claim. Quite the claim. I guess more dwarves. And more, if we can take then we can unlock the clan barracks. That means we'll get quarrelers, which means we can get some missile. Hello, sir. I wonder, can we do any diplomacy here? I'm guessing no. I mean, these guys may not actually be... The problem is, I don't... Maybe. I'll see how it goes, mate, basically. We'll, yeah. Okay. You're very, very raspy, aren't you? Very... A lot of heavy breathing going on there. Okay, here we go. The Living Ancestor. So, we can get the Kin of Grimnir. It's going to give us more melee attack, melee defense, and reload time reduction. Valayer's Protection gives us casualty replenishment rate, control, and corruption for all of our provinces. We get Grungy's Teaching, gives us research rate, upkeep reduction, construction reduction, and recruitment cost reduction. Or alternatively, Grombrindal's Fury, which gives us more melee attack and defense and weapon strength for Grombrindal alone. Who is the White Dwarf? A king called Story, a lost god, a wanderer, all of this and more. One thing is certain, when he puts his mind to something, when he deems a grudge worthy of striking from his pages, then hell hath no fury to match the White Dwarf. I think we're going to go with Grungy. Grungy was the first dwarf to delve into rock, and so his wisdom is vast, his eye for gold and minerals unrivaled. The White Dwarf can call upon his judgment, and should Grungy be a generous mood, receive the teachings of a god. More research, that's good. Upkeep reduction, good. Construction cost reduction, that's going to be a big one. Especially as we sort of like build our infrastructure. I think we're going to go with that one. That's for 25 turns. Big boost. Okay, we're going to go and beat up some ratties. Is there going to be some ratties in here? Yes, there are. That says medium. We're not going to lose anyone. Is it going to be the same fucking Skaven map? Oh, fuck, I'm just going to walk off it. I hate that map so much. Like, every single Skaven battle's the fucking same. Oh, it's just the worst. Okay, we've got 2 skill points. I could go get up. That's just more casualty replenishment rate. That's the shit we want. And I'm going to get some quarrelers. Let's pick up some quarrelers now, yeah. Okay. Okay, so far so good. We're going to grab the Rune of Wrath and Ruin to give us a little bit of AoE. And then we get a commandment as well. I think we're going to go with growth here. Also reduces construction cost, which would be nice, particularly because we get the construction cost reduction on top of that from our Ancestor effect. So that's a minus 20% cost to building. You can't, I mean, okay, we don't know what corners we're cutting. You know, foundations, do we need them? I mean, you can't see them once the building's built, can you? Fuck it, who needs them? Get rid of it. We got more control because of nepotism. Good old nepotism. And I'm going to get more, I could get more money from toolmakers. That would be quite nice. More growth as well. Yeah, all of that.
The dwarfs need me.
Get that in me. I think we're going to go with a barley. I mean, more growth, right?
Who calls me?
I think we go more growth. Now, we are going to have to, like... It's probably best to sit here for another turn. And get... I would like more quarrelers, but 1 is fine. We'll get a dwarf warrior as well. Fuck it. Why not? We can do that. We have options. We just need to hunt down those ratties and make sure... What I don't want is them sneaking up around and attacking the, the spire down here. That one. It's like they're massing at Rakdu Gorge. So if we can hit them at Rakdu Gorge, that would probably... Oh, that one's... Okay, they've lost that, actually. So, you know what? We're fairly safe.
I'm ready.
I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna sneak down here. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's the big boy himself. Why the fuck can't I do... I've got 25... How much movement have I got? I've got 26% movement. When in view... Oh, it's those fuckers there. Oh, it's fucking beastmen there. Alright, well, I guess, seeing as we can't do that, I've got to be careful of those beastmen. I don't want them, like, wandering around behind me and then declaring war and causing me issues. That would be the worst. So, oh, I should probably look at the old White Dwarf's trait here. So the White Dwarf gets more melee defense for Quarrelers and Iron Drakes, reinforcement range increase, and leadership, which is fine. No big problems there. And then his traits are: we get more evasion chance when using Underway, we get the weapon strength when fighting against elves, because fuck those pointy-eared little shits, and we also get the Ancestor God thing, which is quite nice. Oh, I've also got the extra victory conditions mod, which is quite nice. So it gives you a few different routes to victory. I like to try and complete all of the routes and not doing the domination campaign, because as much as people say, "Dave, do you want to do a complete world?" I'm like, no, I can't be asked, to be honest. Like, I find that these minor victories are generally fairly well paced and kind of give you some good objectives to try and complete. So we've got Route 1, Story Whitebeard's Final Grudge. So for that we need to destroy Naggarond, obviously Malekith there, and then control 6 of the following settlements either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. And that will give us Grundy's Condemnation. A dilemma will offer a choice between powerful rewards. Ooh. We got the Fate of the Elves. We need to control at least 2 of the following regions, either by conquest or through vassals and military allies: Lothern, Gale Vale, Oak of Ages, and the Witchwood. And then control 5 of the following regions. There's a bunch of elven regions there as well. We get the Wealth of the Elves, so oath gold from all buildings and income from trade tariffs there. And then finally we've got the Age of Reckoning. Ensure that total severity of grudges in the Great Book of Grudges is no greater than 9. The current severity is 25. And destroy the Legion of the Gore Queen, the Drowned, and the Slaughterhorn Tribe, and that will give us the Manifest Destiny, which reduces the turn time between passing of the Living Ancestor event and gives construction reduction for all buildings and more casualty replenishment rate on top of that. Well, I was wondering if... No. I was wondering, actually, if there was any... I guess we can only recruit...
I'm here now.
Recruit what the guys, the Slayers, that's it. Well, let's make this our own territory then. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of rats. That's a lot of rats. Right, well, we're gonna be very busy here now, aren't we? Although the menace from below is trying to slow us down, our forces are making for the edge where the Skaven reinforcements are going to arrive. There's going to be a lot of reinforcements. Around about, I think, about 5,500 Skaven to start in total against 1,300. We're at about 5 to 1, probably more. The key, though, is plugging them up down here. So we need to get our forces into position and sort of like just try and pen them in down here. Meanwhile, we do have the initial army. We've kind of ignored them, but we are going to have to spread ourselves a little bit thin and hunt them down using our miners and also the hammerers who are a little bit further away. So for the moment, it seems like it is going to be mostly the miners holding them back, but they need to protect our crossbows because the crossbows are going to be what gets the work done. Meanwhile, Grombrindal charging straight down into the mass to take on the enemy warlord. Get them, lads. Oh, that's a lot of rats. That's so many rats. On the flank, the Thunderers. Do the Thunderers have shields? Oh, yes, they do. And the Iron Drakes. The Iron Drakes are going to be instrumental here because they are the one of the only AoE attacks we have. Meanwhile, we're trying to take out the enemy general with the gyrocopters, and the hammerers have turned up, although the miners are taking quite a lot of damage there. The Iron Drake spraying the Skaven horde liberally with fire there. Oh, that's so many rats. And Grombrindal is, yeah, surrounded. Fortunately, we do have a little bit of AoE assistance. That's creating a bit of a gap in their lines, which is good. The front line is holding. For the moment, anyway. And the Iron Drakes doing amazing work, continuing to cut down Skaven by the hundreds. Meanwhile, we're still being hit by that goddamn howling warp. At least it stops them using warp lightning on us. And the hammerers are holding back 3 units of Skaven by themselves. The miners fleeing the battlefield there. Not much we can do about that. Oh, more warp lightning. Oh, it's going to sting. Yeah, that stung. We're concentrating fire on this blob over here. Grombrindal is up to 83 kills. And although surrounded, is taking absolutely no damage from all of these Skaven slaves and clan rats. Not a sausage. He's absolutely fine. Meanwhile, on the flank, there's a big pile of dead rats there. The Iron Drake's up to 262 kills. Only 766 damage dealt as gold, because of course, you know, they're all clan rats and Skaven slaves, so it's basically worthless. Ow! Fucking warp lightning hurts so much. Alright, well, you are just Grombrindal complete up to 109 kills, though. What a guy. Well, not warp lightning. Iron Drake's moving up on the flank, and then out comes the fire. And you'll see big damage there. You can't miss. They're so packed. 310 kills. The hammer is continuing to hold those Skaven at bay. Up to 206 kills. Iron Drakes just unleashing into the flank. God damn, Grombrindal, you're so surrounded, but 152 kills. There's certainly a big pile of dead rats there, and you've taken... I mean, you are taking damage, but you're also healing up at the same time, so... Not to mention, you're literally unbreakable. mass crossbow bolt fire. You can see they had almost 6,000 rats on the battlefield. But it looks like we've got a bit of a mass rout here as the Iron Drakes go up to almost 500 kills just by themselves. And I mean, all of the even the Dwarven Warriors, 69 kills. Nice. Nice. Although the problem is that, of course, the Skaven will retreat. And although we've managed to rout the enemy armies, it does mean that there's probably going to be quite a few rats left. Well, we certainly killed a lot of rats, although a lot of them did get away. Never mind. I would like... I'm going to take the Elf Gold. Thanks, guys.
I am the White
Thank
Dwarf.
you. Alright, we did give them a ruddy good hiding, though, didn't we? Aye, a ruddy good hiding. Gonna get the extra campaign movement range.
Fearless and unbreakable.
And then I'm gonna beef up Wrath and Ruin.
Okay.
That's still a lot of rats. Is it still gonna be the same fucking map? It's always the same fucking map. I sacrifice my miners. I hate that. It's this. Oh, it's they've only got the one fucking map. I hate it so much. It's just literally the worst.
The dwarfs need me.
Literally the worst. Oh, we could hire some mercenaries. Oh, we got some slayers. I can't grab some slayers. Do I want some ogres? Nah, I'm okay.
I'm here.
God, Little barely survived. Barely survived, eh? Never mind. You did. That's the main thing. Right, I'm going to go... Ooh, sharpen weapons. Yes.
Aye.
Yes. And you know what? Casualty replenishment rate. Always a good shout. Never... I don't really mind losing the miners because, to be honest, the miners are kind of arse. So... I can take that hit. We can take that hit. We'll take that on the chin. Excuse me, sir. Are you... Do you not have a... Oh, wait. If you... Hang on. You know what? I'll take the cash, because that's going to do... Oh, did you... What happened? Did you... What? What happened to him? Was he just die of a heart attack? What? Oh. Well, okay, fine, whatever. Okay, we'll upgrade you. The Skaven are dead, which makes our life a little bit easier. Now, who's my next target? Pray tell. Also, where did those beastmen go to? Okay, so we've got you guys. You guys
no surrender,
are that right. So we've mostly got two major problems here. The first is the fact that Malekith doesn't like us. Yep. And the other is that nor does anyone nearby. So I'm wondering if maybe I don't really want to declare war on these guys just in case.
Have my axe.
What else? What else? Settlement shop. Okay, we could come down here and take out these guys. Who the fuck are these guys?
Every inch of meat from your bone.
Uh-huh. Okay, you've only got the one settlement. So if I just take that off you,
Gonna help.
that would be good. Glad I got that replenishment so I don't have to fight any more fucking every time I fight that map, I wouldn't mind if there was some variety, but there's not. It's always the same fucking map. And frankly, I've had enough of it. It's lazy that the Skaven only have one fucking siege map. It's so lazy. I'm sorry, CA. Get your shit together, right? More.
The dwarfs need me.
Anyway, so I could use some extra. Oh god, that I really do need that replenishment, do I? Jesus. Okay, we get the Ekrund miners. Where's the drive? I forget what sort of guys we get. Do we get any artillery? No.
I am the White.
No. I need some big artillery boys. I also need to make some friends. Ah, nuts. Okay, well, you definitely are a problem, aren't you, sir?
I'll do it. Our enemies.
Okay, we're going to meander back here. This not looking super happy. Work on that. We'll work on that. I need to...
You know who I am?
Yeah, these fucking guys. These fucking guys. Beastmen, you don't leave beastmen. You don't leave them just sitting around. You can't trust the fuckers.
My axe yearns to
Malekith, are you going to declare what you're going to declare war on me? Yeah, okay. Well, that was... I mean, in fairness, kind of expected that. Was hoping maybe you'd have better things to be doing for a little while longer than me. But there we go.
My axe yearns to be.
Are you going to declare war on me too? Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, we did kind of expect that one, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Well, leadership. I don't think I really need leadership. Lidl's apparently got choir. Good for them. Good for them. And I need to bring you out of the army and back in to get the sharpened weapons working, don't I? Okay. Okay. Hello. God, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it?
Surrender, scum of Grungy. Only death.
Okay, but could we? Look, I'm kind of busy at the moment. Could we pencil it in for like next week or something? You know, maybe.
Don't you fret, it's done.
I feel like I'm going to chase you. It's not going to work out very well.
Agreed.
Oh god, and Malekith's right there as well.
I am the.
This is not a. I'm a fucking dwarf sandwich here, aren't I? I'm gonna get triple teamed. Maybe they'll fight each other. Who knows? Jeez. Well, our ambush failed, but we did still manage to catch up with them, which frankly, with beastmen, is kind of the main thing. We've still got Malekith to worry about, but he hasn't moved this turn. And the Hmong currently aren't trying to kill us. Although, that could be famous last words. That, however, is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. If you're wondering where, oh fuck, the Bretonian guy is, he's over on the other channel, Monsters Bound Supplemental. You can find a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, double thumbs up, that kind of shit, whatever. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode.